Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And usually on this channel I do unboxing videos, what sold videos, 90-day updates. But today I'm doing a video I've never really done before, and this is a 12-month update on the Madewell and JCRW palette I purchased from Boutique by the Box in February of 2024. So if you want to see this additional update, now that it's been just about a year since I've purchased this palette, definitely stick around. So I will link, this is now going to be the third video in the series. I'll link the original videos down below. The first video that I did was actually like my entire process end to end of how I unboxed this entire palette of 198 pieces and got it all processed using my batch method. And I got the entire palette processed in about 2 weeks time. That was the original video and the original intent of the video. It wasn't like one of my traditional unboxings, but more so to show you my process. And then I did do a follow-up update just to give you, an idea of what had sold and all that. So those videos are linked down below. But a few of you have asked me, now that it's been a full year, what's going on with that palette? How much have I really sold off? How much is left after it's, cycled through all of the seasons and all that? So I wanted to share that with you today. If you like reseller content, certainly consider subscribing to my channel. I love sharing with you what I'm doing with my reseller business, what's working for me, sometimes what's not working for me, but hopefully it helps you make some decisions for your own reseller business, and hopefully I can be your guinea pig on some of this stuff. So hit that like button if you could. That definitely helps out the channel. And let me know in the comments if you've ordered a palette. I know they're still Boutique by the Box is still selling these palettes, and I know they've probably sold hundreds of them by now. So let me know if you've purchased one and how yours has done and how yours has compared to mine. They are manifested so you can see what you're getting, but also that means every single one is different. So I'd be interested to know if we all have similar results or if it really just does depend on what's on your manifest. So let me know down below. All right, so to recap, just to give you some stats on this box, the Cliff Notes, I purchased this in February of 2024, and majority of it was listed by mid-March of 2024. So you're seeing this video in March of 2025, and we're a little bit 2 weeks shy of the sort of, official 1 year mark. But probably also by the time you're seeing this, I'm on maternity leave, and I wanted to make sure to give you an update, before I had to take some time off. So it's been about a year. As you'll see, I think this box is pretty much done doing everything it's going to do. A couple weeks isn't going to make a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a year. It's been in my possession for a year at this point. It was originally 198 pieces, and they dropped it off at my house. It wasn't like a pallet, like unload off the back of a truck. It was like 198 pieces in 5 boxes. So it was very manageable to order. I paid $2,079 or $10.50 per piece. Like I said, Boutique by the Box does still sell these. I think the price went up a little bit. I think they're a little more than $10.50 a piece now. And also they have JCRW palettes, majority, there's 2 different kinds. One that's majority Madewell, one that's majority JCRW. Mine was majority Madewell. It was something like 70-30 split on mine. I don't remember the exact amount. Of that, I did the original, just to throw it out there, I did the original 90-day update on July 29th of 2024. And so basically this is everything that's happened since July of 2024 up through the 1 year mark. There were 14 items in the box that were not listable, which I expected. These pallets are customer returns, so a lot of times they are slightly flawed, and much of the time the flaws can be either listed and disclosed or easily fixed, like maybe a Tide to Go stick, or you know, a baby wipe to remove a stain, and maybe a quick stitch, or like sometimes you just have to disclose it. Occasionally I throw things in the wash if I really have to, but there were 14 items that I couldn't list out of 198, so that's a pretty small amount in the grand scheme of things. And as of the original 90-day update, I had sold 129 and 58 remained unsold. And as of the original 90-day update, I had profited $1,581. So I had made my $2,079 back, and I had profited an additional, after fees and stuff, $1,581. My goal typically on a 90-day update, especially something I've paid up for, which $10.50 a piece, I'm going to say is paying up for, especially when some things are not as valuable and other things might be more valuable but have flaws to disclose. But typically I want to double my money in profit in that 90 days. So I didn't quite get to $2,000 in 90 days. But as of right now, as of the end of February when I'm recording this, I'm up to having sold 162 of the items out of this box. I only have 22 items remaining. So this box is now officially 89% sold. Just a few items left. I'm not going to show you everything that's left because it's literally like the little stuff. There's like little 2 extra small t-shirts and like some J.Crew skinny jeans, and like no, there's nothing really super significant left, but 22 pieces that at this point, like I said, this box has done everything it's going to do, and anything I can make off of those extra 22 pieces is pretty much a bonus. So after a year, my profit after the fees is $2,095.78. So it did take a full 12 months, but I was able to double my money on this lot. So that's the big update. That's super exciting. I don't think it makes really good sense to show you every single thing that's sold in the past, 6-7 months. But I wanted to show you the top 10 items that have sold after the original video, the original 90-day update, just to show you, like, even though these took a little bit longer, I was still able to make a substantial profit, or, you know, recover some more of my money on the box, even though they took a little longer. And, you know, sometimes seasonality comes into play and all of that too. So just a quick 10 items. These were not sold as of the 90-day update, but they are sold after a year. I'll go from lowest sale price to highest sale price, bearing in mind my cost was $10.50 per piece. I'll show you where it sold and how long it took ultimately. And yeah, I think it's just fun to show you, you know, what eventually sold. And actually some of this did eventually sell for some decent money. So there was the Otoya hoodie in gray. This was a size extra small. This one took till November, but it was a $32 Poshmark sale. There was the mid-rise flare crop jeans in black. These were J.Crew factory. J.Crew jeans, especially if they are like an older style, they don't, or not necessarily an older style. If they're not like wide leg or flare, if they're ankle or skinny, I have a hard time moving those quickly. But these eventually did sell on eBay in January, so these took 10 months. But they sold for $33.99. I ran a like after Christmas sale, I'm pretty sure. So somebody snagged these while they were on sale. Then there were the Pont wide leg pants in ivory. These were made well. I really thought these were super nice pants, and I thought they were going to sell quickly. And I think I had more than one pair of these, if I remember correctly. But they sat here forever until January, until I ran that after Christmas sale, and they sold for $33.99 on eBay. Then there was the Emmett wide leg corduroy pants in green. These sold in these sold in August. Not surprising. These were a very seasonal, didn't expect these like dark green corduroy pants to sell in the middle of summer. But they did eventually sell for $34 on Poshmark. Then there was the purple birdie cashmere sweater. This one took way longer than I expected. I thought this was a very nice sweater, and it was nice and lightweight. And yes, it was a sweater, and yes, we were going through like the summer, but I guess I was thinking like, you know, people that work in offices where it's kind of cold all day because the AC is on, who might want like a layering sweater like this, that's lightweight, but it's still kind of warm. But it didn't sell until October, but I did get $38 for it on Poshmark. There was the Kira wide rib striped turtleneck. So this was also a pretty lightweight sweater. This one sold in August on eBay for $39.99. Plus the buyer paid $15 in shipping. So I think this one was an international sale because this was a very lightweight sweater. There's no way that it would have needed to be $15 to send anywhere. And I don't do express shipping or anything like that. Like I always just set it to like Ground Advantage on eBay, and it's like the cheapest basically possible method. So I'm not real sure, but $15 in shipping. So I'm pretty sure that went overseas. Then there was the coated stovepipe jeans. These were a 26 petite from Madewell. Any type of coated jeans, I don't usually seek them out. I have a hard time selling them. So I wasn't really surprised that these didn't move quickly. But they did sell in the beginning of December on Poshmark for $40. I'm pretty sure somebody sent me an offer on those, which of course I accepted because they weren't getting a ton of interest anyway. So I did just go ahead and accept them to move those along. All right, top three. We had the cropped cord jacket. This one was a really nice jacket, and I had a feeling it was going to need to wait for seasonality, which it did sell in October for $40 on Poshmark. So very predictable, not at all surprising there. There was the 2-button sweater blazer in black from J. Crew Factory. Very surprised that this one took so long. This did not sell until January. It's very possible that this was my own fault because I had high hopes for this and I did price it kind of high. And I see it sold for $43.34, meaning somebody caught it on sale. So possibly I just had it priced too high and had too high of expectations for it, which wouldn't surprise me. I have sold this 2-button sweater blazer in, you know, I've bought these, whether it's the small boxes or the pallets, I've sold many, many of them, and they have done a little better historically. So I was kind of just going by what I am used to, but for whatever reason, this one just, I don't know if it was the color or the size or what, but it just didn't go as quickly. But eventually it did still sell for $43. And then the highest sale after the 90 days was the Estelle midi short sleeve ribbed dress. This one too, very seasonal, just because of the color, I think. This one sold in November on Poshmark for $45, which somebody offered me. So some pretty good substantial sales that came in. Like I said, I only have 22 items left, so there's not a lot to really write home about, aside from some really tiny little t-shirts and things like that. So yes, I did double my money. Yes, it did take a year. Would I order this again? Yeah, I absolutely would order another one of these pallets. It was very easy to list this stuff. It was very like set it and forget it. So even though some of this stuff sat around a little bit, it just like, it's just here. You can see my inventory boxes. As long as I have the space, you know, I still was able to double my money and get a lot of inventory in at once and then just like let it sit and sell it off. So I, like I said, as of the filming of this, I'm about to take maternity leave. So right at this moment is not necessarily the best time for me to invest in another 200-piece lot, but I think, yes, in the future, I would absolutely consider one of these so that I can maybe build my inventory quickly. Maybe after I'm done with my maternity leave, I would consider another one of these because I expect there's going to be a couple months where I won't be listing anything new, and hopefully my inventory starts to dwindle down during that time because I have stuff going out but not coming in. So if you're interested in getting one of these, I hope this answers some of your questions about profitability and all of that. Like I said, I do think the price per piece went up slightly since I purchased this in February of 2024, but definitely check the Boutique by the Box website. They typically drop new pallets on Mondays. The last few weeks I've checked, they haven't sold out like right away. And so they're pretty much always, I don't want to say always available, but like they're pretty easy to get your hands on because they list new ones every single week. So definitely check it out. I'll link it down below. I do have an affiliate code with Boutique by the Box. The code is Oh Yeah. I have that link down below too. It's good for 10% off on your order. Now, it is most likely not going to work on the pallets. They have excluded the pallets from any sort of codes or additional monies off. And you can go check my other videos too if you want. I purchase a lot of the J.C.R.W. Madewell smaller boxes. I purchase a lot of their smaller boxes in general, and the 10% off will work for majority of those smaller boxes unless for some reason they're excluded from promotion. So definitely check out Boutique by the Box. I've been shopping with them for several years. I have found that a good majority of the ones that I order end up being profitable for my business. And hey, you know, if you can take 10% off of what you were going to order anyway, you might as well. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos like this, if you like reseller content, unboxing videos, 90-day updates, 1-year updates. I don't know that there's another box I would really do a 1-year update on, but this one was fun to really look back on after a year. Hit that like button if you could on the way out. It definitely helps out the channel. And that is it for today, friends. I hope to see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.